Howdy, howdy, partners. Me and Negative Rob are back here tonight with some Sonic's Hard Southern Sweet Tea. So we're going to do a review on this tonight. We found this, and I've never seen this before, and it sounds pretty interesting. So if you're give it a shot, what do you think?
I think they're going to screw it up. So anyone that knows Southern Sweet Tea knows it's basically just nothing more than a glass of diabetes. I have only been to Sonic twice ever, and I've never had their sweet tea. I'm assuming that they have sweet tea since this. So I don't know if their sweet tea is comparable to other sweet teas out there. And I mean, like again, sweet tea it's diabetes in a glass. It's good. It's good. But at the same time, we have not had any luck for a lot of these companies when it comes to tea, whether it be a sweet tea, half and half, or even just,
a green tea.
They have issues with tea. For some reason, they seriously have issues with tea. So a hard Southern tea, I think this is the first hard Southern tea, sweet tea we've ever had. We've had sweet tea, but never a Southern sweet tea. And when you put Southern on there, you mess it up, you're gonna have a lot of Southerners up here, climbing up on your ass. So me, I'm going into it without any good high hopes because a lot of disappointment. It'd be nice if it was good. So Southern sweet tea with a hint of lemon. So I point that out because that could be the make or break it right there. Because it could be decent, but that lemon, it says a hint of lemon, that could overpower it, or there could be no lemon in there at all, except for some weird after effect.
Did you see that? What it says? Malt beverage.
Okay, well then, yeah, that lemon, that just screwed that up because when you get into the malt, it doesn't really tend to taste good in aspects. I mean, it depends on how the malt's put in there, but like I said, I'm gonna go in it as a doubter because I don't think so. But I'd be pleasantly surprised if it actually is worthy of Southern.
So many of you guys know that Negative Rob loves tea. So anytime we get to try a tea review, it gets his stamp of approval or stamp of disapproval.
And you know what? I played nice for me in the beginning, but now I don't hold no punches. When you mess up tea, you messed up the tea. I don't.
Give it a shot.
You don't mess with tea.
Gosh, pours all over the place.
So the smell is kind of
smells like Coca-Cola.
You got Coca-Cola? Oh my god! What the hell is that?
Mine leaked all over the place.
What is that?
It's dark, isn't it?
Oh my! All right, so I have a slight brisk aroma, but I see where you're coming from with the Coca-Cola. It's like the syrup of Coca-Cola. I'm telling you.
All right, give it a shot. We'll see. All right, Sonic, don't let us down. I don't know how I feel about this.
All right, so
it has an aftertaste to it.
It's got a lot of stuff going on with this thing. So it's not. All right, it's not a sweet tea. It's not a Southern sweet tea. This is kind of like a bad, spoiled peach tea for me. I mean, there is an aftertaste to it. You can taste a little bit of lemon, but it's got some sort of weird aftertaste, would be reminiscence of like a bad peach tea, like a canned peach tea. However, the malt is not predominant, so I don't taste that. which is good. But those of you that have sweet tea and religious with sweet tea, it's not a sweet tea. It's not.
It's definitely better out of the cup than it is coming out of the can. Doesn't have a lot of that. That malt is really gone now.
Yeah, there's no malt, but what is that?
It's not as bad. It's a lot better out of the cup. So I will give it that.
It's reminiscent of a syrup taste. It's not thick like syrup, but you taste it and it's syrupy. It's kind of like a weird tea style syrup that lingers in there. Like it didn't get mixed very well. Like the batch didn't quite. I don't know. Once again, whoever's doing the quality control, I mean, it could have been tweaked a little bit.
I actually don't mind it out of the glass. It's really not that bad. It's better than in the can. If you're drinking from the can, that's a wrap, Holmes. Drink out of a glass.
I mean, the only positive I'll give to it, it is better than some of the other teas that we've had.
Especially some of the Arizonas. Ooh, man, they were rough.
Yeah. Like I said, it has the aroma of a brisk meets Coca-Cola syrup. In a variation, not like in your face, but it's there. So for me, ultimately, I'd give this a 6. It's not hateful to the point where, yes, we've had way worse teas, half and halves, lemons, so forth. Is it Southern? Is it a sweet tea? Okay, let me break it this way. Is it a sweet tea? I will give you, if they came out and said sweet tea, I'd be like, okay, sweet tea. It's not diabetes sweet tea, but it's a sweet tea. But when they put the Southern sweet tea on there, no. This is not Southern sweet tea. Is it drinkable? Yes. Yeah. I'd say out of this glass, get some ice, whatever from there. Not necessarily out of this can, unless you're planning on chugging it. But this is a big can, so I don't think you're gonna chug that. But yeah, it's drinkable. It's got tea flavor. It's got lemon flavor. It's got a sweet hint to it, but it's not as advertised in my case. So for me, I would give this a 6. Maybe even a 6.5. I won't be completely an a-hole, but But yeah, it didn't exactly hit the rock bottom that I thought it was going to be, but it didn't make me shoot for the stars either. So
yeah, I was gonna say same thing you said. I'll give it a 6. I'm not blown away by it out of the glass. It's definitely better than out of the can. It's sweet, like you said. It's not stupid sweet like it's advertised to be. I don't really get much lemon out of it, a little bit, but all in all, 6. It's drinkable. It's cheap, so I give it them too. But I had higher hopes, especially with Sonic having their name plastered all over this can, because Sonic's famous for like the cherry limeades and all their slushes and all that. So, and I love Sonic food. Sonic food's great. You get Coney dogs and all that stuff. So I mean, I definitely had higher hopes. I wouldn't say it's a complete letdown, but just in my opinion, it could have been a little bit better. So that's where I'm at with it. So, but I mean, like you said, we've had far worse from a lot of big name companies,
from companies that actually make tea, or that put tea out there. I mean, I don't necessarily think Sonic makes their tea. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to make tea in general, and then of course you sugar it up and make it sweet and whatever. But when you get to like big names that make tea, like big brands, Brisk and Lipton and so forth and so forth, when you get to those and they can't do it right. So, and again, I've never had an actual Sonic sweet tea. I've had like some of the other, fast food type sweet teas. I've had sweet teas from restaurants. Liquid diabetes. This is not. It's not, like I said, it's not hateful. but it's not something that I would rush out to get. But I mean, we are getting into the fall season, so I mean, you can still pick one up if you can find it. Like I said, it's good out of the glass. Um, you could probably sip it, drink it casually or whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely not a summertime drink for me. So
Well, they have it, folks. That's a Sonic Hard Southern Sweet Tea. If you've had this, drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it okay? Um, Drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. And I guess we will see you guys for the next drink review. They drop a few times a week, so subscribe. Keep an eye out for them. We appreciate that. Anything else?
nope.
All right. Well, we will see you guys for the next drink review.